guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Astrologal and I am back with another video in my 10 facts series. And this video is going to be the 10 facts of Libra. Libra is a cardinal air sign. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus is all about love, romance, attraction, relationships, art, creativity, beauty, and harmony. Alright guys, so fact number 1. You guys are so beautiful. And I'm not just talking looks, although you guys are blessed by the planet of Venus with beautiful features as well. But you guys are truly beautiful on the inside and the out. You guys have this elegance to you and you carry yourself with grace and charm. You have a very magnetic energy that just pulls people in. You don't really have to do much or persuade others to get their attention, although you guys are very persuasive. But other people are naturally attracted to you. They feel that there's something deeper within you without you really having to express that. You guys have this aura that radiates inner goddess energy. I feel like I could go on and on forever about how beautiful you guys truly are. There's something about the eye contact of a Libra. It's very soft and peaceful and graceful, and it's very loving and kind. You can really know a Libra by their eyes because they're so soft and they're so genuine. You guys are very kind-hearted and very polite. I feel like Libras are the sign that notice when other people don't have good manners, like if other people burp or if other people I guess really aren't as graceful and polite as they are. That's something Libras truly notice, because I feel like Libras are so aware of how they carry themselves. Alright, so fact number 2, you guys are so indecisive, and I'm sure this is not the first time you've heard this. Under your calm surface, you truly struggle with making decisions. This can be a very stressful and sometimes complicated process for a Libra, as I feel that they kind of get irritated or annoyed when other people get irritated or annoyed with their indecisiveness, because they don't truly understand how much of a logical process it is for a Libra to come to making decisions. You guys tend to be kind of similar to Geminis in the sense that you guys are indecisive, but it's for totally different reasons. Geminis are super curious and they want to dig and prod into things and they want to know information about everything. And a Libra tends to want to weigh the pros and the cons. Libras are often torn between making decisions based on their heart and based on their brain. Not only are big decisions going to be pretty hard for a Libra, and honestly sometimes it can even be a little bit draining and stressful, but even smaller decisions about, you know, what you're going to eat for dinner that night or what nail color you want to get. For men, it might be like, which tie am I going to wear with this outfit? What makes this look complete? Libra is the sign that typically changes their majors a few times throughout college, because one day they may want to be a lawyer and then the next day they turn around and they just want to study psychology. Libra is a sign that when you're getting ready to go out for the night or for the day or for whatever you're doing, you're the sign that usually changes your outfit like 4 to 5 times before you are ready to go. I feel like there's this perfectionism with a Libra and how they want to be seen in the world. Also, a side note, do not push Libras into making a decision and do not make them feel guilty for being indecisive. If you push them too much into making a decision, especially if it's a big decision, they're gonna snap on you. And we don't want a snappy Libra because they're scary. You guys are also usually the sign that overthinks your comments that you post on social media. If you're going to respond to somebody's post, you guys will overthink your comment to the point where sometimes you won't even post it anymore. I've noticed that. Alright, so fact number 3, you guys are hopeless romantics. You guys love love and partnerships and relationships, and in fact you guys are usually this ideal partner to many people. You guys tend to be extremely loyal. You guys tend to be the type that's the ride or die. Once you have somebody on your side, once you let somebody into your space on a romantic level, it's you and them. Like, you usually want to merge with somebody else. You want to be one. You want to connect on a very deep level. And sometimes this can lead to you forgetting to put your own needs first, as you guys are very committal and you guys truly will do anything for your significant other in order to make them feel loved and appreciated. Sometimes that backfires on you and leaves you disappointed if your partner doesn't reciprocate your love, because you guys are such deep lovers and you guys give so much of your hearts. Sometimes you guys find that you're disappointed by partnerships or relationships if you feel that there's not a balance within that relationship. And there's this thing with Libras, Usually they go through a few really harsh relationships because usually a lesson in Libra's life is to learn to put themselves first and to learn to love themselves and to not get lost in a relationship with somebody else. I feel that Libras are truly seeking their soulmates, and sometimes they'll settle in an unhealthy relationship or a toxic relationship because they don't want to be alone. But usually by the time they're 25 to 30, they will have gone through a relationship or two that really pushes them to rock bottom or really opens their eyes into loving themselves, into putting themselves first, and learning how to say no when they see red flags, and learning how to say no when this person doesn't give them what they're capable of giving. So usually Libras go through this chapter in their lives where they're encouraged by a bad relationship to become the love of their lives, to put themselves first, and to learn to truly know themselves on a deep level. You guys are the sign that's super into rom-com, super into romantic movies and novels, and truly envisions like very romantic things like walking on the beach with a significant other and having a family with your significant other. Those are things that you guys take seriously and that you truly envision for your future. Also, if you are Libra, you probably have like your wedding playlist already made. So usually when Libras have a crush on somebody, or usually when they're into someone, they become somewhat shy and they kind of live this internal relationship with that person without them even really knowing that, you know, they're into you. What is that cartoon where she has a secret closet filled with love notes and pictures? I think it's Hey Arnold, and I don't know for sure if her name's Helga or Helga. And she has like the secret closet full of like Arnold's pictures on the wall. Like, she's probably a Libra, because when Libras have a crush on somebody or when they're truly falling for someone, that person becomes the center of their world. A Libra will revolve around whoever they're into. That's why they have to be careful that they don't forget to put their own needs first. You guys long for the feeling of being loved. In fact, you guys have this intuitive feeling that your soulmate is out there. You can feel them on an energetic level if you're not with them yet. And so I think there's this feeling around loneliness, or sometimes this feeling of depression if you guys are alone, because you can almost feel like you know your soulmate even if you haven't met them. There's this longing to be with your soulmate. Alright, so fact number 4, you guys are extremely creative. I've been surrounded by so many Libras that are so into art, are so into the music field. Almost every Libra I know in some way expresses themselves artistically. You guys can sometimes express yourself best through art. So many Libras I know have gone to art school, or they've contemplated going to art school, but they're still deciding if they're gonna go. If you're not in art school, you're probably in a museum or at a concert, or probably creating your next artistic piece. You guys also appreciate art and beautiful things. A lot of famous artists and rappers are Libras. You have Eminem. You know, Eminem always confused me because I was like, he doesn't feel like a Libra. He just doesn't give me Libra energy. But then when you look into his birth chart, he has his moon in Aquarius. I think he has a Scorpio Mercury. I know Libras are a cardinal sign, but I think Libras are so mutable in the sense that I feel that other parts of their birth chart are such a strong factor of how their Libra is going to be expressed. So that's why I feel like Eminem never really felt like a Libra to me, because I feel like he's not so graceful and he's not so pleasant all the time. He's really speaking about very dark, heavy things. And then you have Cardi B, who also is, you know, a little bit, and I feel like she doesn't really remind me of a Libra either. I mean, she's beautiful, but I feel like Libras are not always as extroverted as Cardi. And she also has an opposition in her chart with her moon sign being in Aries. Libras are such a switch up when it comes to how they carry themselves. It really just depends on where the other placements attribute in their chart and how they connect with their sun sign and if there's any aspects to their sun sign. So you guys enjoy a good aesthetic, and you guys know how to turn heads with your own sense of fashion. You guys really appreciate the beauty in others, and you want to express yourself in a beautiful way as well. Usually the home of a Libra will have some sort of elegance to it. It will have some sort of theme to it, because a Libra wants their house to be beautiful. They like all things to be beautiful, and especially if it's going to be the environment they live in. They want it to be pretty, they want it to look good, and they want it to be a place where they can host others. Alright, so fact number 5, and don't be surprised by this one, but You guys are extremely diplomatic. You guys are ruled by the scales. So naturally you guys are going to be all about balance, about fairness, about justice. A Libra really strives to create peace in all situations. Usually the Libra ends up being the peacemaker if there's ever a situation in their friend group or if there's ever conflict. Usually everybody looks over at the Libra. If there's not a Capricorn in the room, they'll look over at the Libra and they'll be like, and the Libra is usually the one to see both sides of the situation, so they're really good at mediating when there's conflict. And a lot of times I find Libras being lawyers or mediators or in some position where they will be able to help solve conflict or create peace. Libras are also really good at helping others see both sides of a situation. So Libras can be manipulative, but typically they're rooting for the side that leans toward fairness. Libras are extremely intuitive when it comes to other people's feelings, and because they want to create fairness and they want to create balance and harmony and peace in the lives of themselves and of others, usually when they see animals that are in pain or humans that are in pain, it really hurts them on the inside, and they usually are the ones who take action in helping create peace in situations where others may turn their head to or others might not even notice. And as a child, you probably were also known for being the tattletale of the siblings, because whenever something isn't fair or wasn't fair to you, you would want to make sure your parents knew so that they could help mediate the situation if you didn't already try to mediate yourself. Alright, so fact number 6, you guys are unconfrontational. You guys will do anything to avoid confrontation with others. The reason why they don't always like confrontation is because they know their mouths are swords. They know that they can really destroy somebody mentally, emotionally, and physically. And they know they can speak truth that not all people are ready to hear. And the last thing they want to do is create, disharmony or dis-peace between others, because they know that they can really bring truth forward that may cause friction or may cause, hurt feelings, and that's not what Libras are about. So in turn, what ends up happening is that the Libra will bite their tongue and they'll keep these things that are bothering them within sometimes, and it'll all bottle up, right? It will all be this internal war within a Libra. And then all of a sudden, they just snap on somebody. Libras do have a hard time saying no. Sometimes they do have a hard time putting their foot down on things when somebody else crosses the line. But once they put their foot down, it's kind of scary. So fact number 7, you guys are people pleasers. I'm sure you guys know this deep within. You truly want to be adored. You truly want others to love you and to see you for all that you are. I believe that this is some sort of insecurity that Libras have, where if they feel that somebody doesn't like them, they're going to become very insecure about whatever that may be. And Libra is a sign that truly seeks validation from others. Libras truly enjoy compliments. So sometimes a Libra can be what other people want them to see and forget to be who they truly are. They live this life where they express themselves and they present themselves in a way that they think they'll be accepted. And then they live this internal world that not many people get to see, and it's who they truly are on a soul level. And they're more so themselves when they're by themselves, or when they're by somebody they truly trust, maybe their family, if even their family. But I feel like Libras live this double-faceted life where they're constantly playing two roles. I think that generally Libras truly care about what other people think about them, and they will strive to look beautiful. I think a strong indication of how much of a people pleaser you are is where your Libra lays. If you're a cusp Libra of a Virgo, I think you're strongly going to care what other people think, and you're probably going to be more introverted or more shy. If you fall in the later end of Libra season, so if you're a cusp of Libra Scorpio, and that's going to be from the 18th through the 22nd, you're probably going to have a little more of a charming and sensual nature to yourself, where you probably will attract people without even being aware of it. And I feel like Libras who are on the cusp of Scorpio tend to be a little more manipulative and uses their charm and their beauty for their own benefit. So sometimes being a people pleaser, you end up sabotaging your own happiness because you're so catering to other people's, expectations. So fact number 8, You guys admire the beauty in everything. You guys really love luxurious things, and you guys sometimes have an expensive taste. One thing I've noticed about Libras is that they can be very critical of other people's looks or other people's physical features. And sometimes they can be kind of hard on themselves, and it may seem a little bit superficial, or it may seem a little bit surface level. Libras love shopping, Libras love jewelry, Libras love purses. Libras love the finer things in life. Alright, so fact number 9, you guys are ruled by the kidney, the lower back, the lower spine, and the booty area. Libras are prone to weakness in their back. A lot of Libras end up having some sort of issue with their lower back. A lot of Libras I know end up having lower back issues or issues around scoliosis. Libras are known for their beautiful features in their bone structure. A lot of Libras just have this beauty to them. So Libra is a sign of having high energy levels, although usually they have really slow starts to the morning. And something that I think is very important to note as a Libra is that your environment and the people you spend your time around are extremely important to your health and your well-being, because relationships and partnerships are so important to you guys. Who you spend your time around and who you choose to have friendship and partnerships with is really going to determine your well-being and your health. Alright, so fact number 10, and this is not going to be a keyword, but it is going to be about the way you communicate. I feel like this has been a very big misunderstanding within Libra, so I kind of wanted to talk about this, is that you have the Libra that is very expressive, very outgoing, very lively, charismatic, and charming. And then you have the Libra that lives more internally, is introverted, is a little more shy and reserved. This strongly depends on in what degree your Libra falls in your sun sign, as well as other major planets in your birth chart. And if you don't know your birth chart, I'll leave a calculator below where you can go in, plug in your information, and pull up your chart. Because if you tend to have more Virgo in your chart, or if you tend to be on the cusp of Libra Virgo, you might find that you're a little more shy, or you're a little more of a quiet Libra. And you might be like, what's all this chatter about social butterfly? I don't like to communicate with other people. But then you have the Libras that fall either in the middle of Libra season, and that would be like Cardi B, and you see how she doesn't have a problem expressing what she's feeling. She just kind of lays it all on the table very gracefully, and she actually has her moon sign in Aries, so that gives her a little more of a fire behind her Libra. But if you have your Libra more in the middle of Libra season, or even toward the end, or you have fire in your moon sign or any heavy fire placements in your birth chart, you tend to be more extroverted, and you tend to truly enjoy communicating and expressing yourself. You enjoy good conversation. You have a lot on your mind. I find that half the Libras I know are extremely shy and introverted, and half the Libras I know are, party animals and love communicating and love starting conversation and making new friends and exploring the mind of other people. Alright guys, that is all I have for the 10 facts of Libra. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If any of these 10 facts resonated with you, I'd love to hear back from you in the comments section. Alright guys, take care, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.